Hey guys, welcome back to another Rob's Outdoor Life weekend hunting adventure. This weekend we're in another state forest that we haven't been to in probably over a year now. So just driving through just then, it's completely changed, which is going to make things super exciting. I've already seen a couple emus on the way in, some roos, so there is life here, which is a good sign. Yeah, our goal for this trip is basically scout it before the rut. It's the end of March now, so you know, there's already reports of deer starting to croak and get more active, which is good. And yeah, hopefully get Gubs and Will their first deer, which would be awesome. A little bit of weather around at the moment, however that's alright. The forecast is looking not too bad for the weekend. Might get a bit of rain, but nothing we can't handle. So yeah, stay tuned, we'll see what we see. So we arrived with just enough time to have a gaze at tomorrow morning's spot for where we want to set up. And yeah, we've managed to do that, taking into account the wind that's going to be forecast for tomorrow. So yeah.
Yeah, the spot's looking really good. So I think we're just going to head back to our campsite and set up for the night. And yeah.
Cook a bit of a feed and get rested for a big day tomorrow.
Okay, so for dinners, I've pre-made some chicken, cheese and avo sandwiches. And we went to BCF today and bought this Jaffle iron. So we're just going to put it in there and toast it. Yeah, and then the plan is we're going to toast them and then open them up and put like fresh tomato and salad on them. And yeah, it was super easy because I just pre-made all of the sandwiches last night. And yeah, that should last us the next few days for dinners.
Also, the stuff, absolutely goated. Yeah, that's good. Oh, look at that. Unreal. Chuck a bit of good stuff on there. Bit of greens.
A lot. It's a lot of greens.
Fueling us for tomorrow. Look at that. Dinner was absolutely amazing. Some chicken avo on Turkish rolls toasted in the Jaffle iron. Unreal. Yeah, just chilled out, sat by the fire for a bit and worked out our moves for the morning. Got our spot that we checked out, the Savi, got the wind dialed in perfectly, so yeah, it should be a good morning. Forgot to mention on the drive home this afternoon, yeah, young Samba stag ran out in front of the car, which was pretty cool. I'll play the video now so you can have a gaze. So that's a wrap for tonight, guys. We're just going to head to bed now, get some rest, be up at 5 o'clock tomorrow to have a coffee and get ready for the morning hunt. Good morning, guys. First morning hunt this morning. Up nice and early at about 5. I think first light is at 6:45, so just going to take a drive to the spot. It's about 10-15 minute drive. But yeah, had a coffee, so we're ready to go, and we know the spot we're going to already thanks to yesterday arvo. Quick afternoon scout before it went dark. But yeah, we're going to try and get Gabsy a deer and yeah, see what happens. How good is that sunrise just behind us?
So they're just by this shrub. The wind is not really in our favour, but
It should be right.
I think it'll be okay.
We're gonna have to move quick once we're in position and see what happens.
You're literally going deaf. I've been calling your name.
You might not be able to see on camera. It's just up there. We're just trying to get a bit closer. It's at about 190 now. So just back at camp now, had a super successful morning, saw plenty of deer. Unfortunately we couldn't get a shot away on them, but that's alright, we know where they are. We're gonna go after brekkie and set a game camera up of where we saw them crossing, so hopefully we can get some sick footage of them. But yeah, just back having some brekkie. Got the brekkie wraps, hash browns, bacon on the go. Gabs is doing coffee and preparing the wraps, so it's going to be a good feed. What's the trick with the eggs, Gab?
You have to get a shell in each egg that you crack.
What?
That's what you did, isn't it?
No, what are you doing now?
You have to pop the eggs so that all the yolk comes out.
Why?
Before, so that you don't bite it and have like hot yolk go everywhere.
Oh, there you go.
And so it's evenly distributed.
Big words.
Stop, that's so mean.
And now you put the hash browns on.
Yeah, I'm cutting mine though.
Cut it to get the full length of the wrap.
Oh, my hash brown.
Bit of coffee on the go too. So we're just at the location where we saw about 10 to 12 deer coming out of some native into the pines this morning. However, they probably went up into the pines about maybe 20 meters, hung around for 5 minutes or so and then went back in. Super weird, but yeah, you can see this tree's just been torn to shreds. Bit of a rub tree there. And then this is the thoroughfare where they go in. So we're gonna go down this and see if we can find their bedding spot in the native that they hang out during the day and sleep in that. See what we find. We're just walking the trail. Fresh poo this morning. This looks like one of their little bedding areas. More scat down there. What do you got there? So we're right in the thick of it now. Plenty of rub trees in this area. This little scrape here that you can see behind me. And yeah, very fresh scat that we found. So it's definitely the spot they like to come and hang out. So we've just been through a walk of this one native area and there's so much sign, rub trees, scat everywhere. So we've set up this bad boy to hopefully get some good footage. And now that I look at it, I think it's upside down. So there we go, fix the camera up. However, yeah, as I was saying, so many rubs, scrapes in this little area. So we'll see what we find on that camera. Alright, so all the boys have arrived now. Andy and Will are here, all set up. So we're just going to go for a bit of an arbo hunt. Andy's sort of scouting out this one area of forest he wants to check out, and Will's first hunt, so he's going to join us for a little bit and see what it's all about, I guess. And yeah, we'll see what we can see. And yeah, stay tuned. Alright, we're set up for the first arvo hunt with everyone. Got Will for his very first ever afternoon hunt. So hopefully we see some action this arvo. Gabs is on overwatch as well. So yeah, see what we see. After about an hour glassing, we gave our position up to two fallow that were behind us. They must have caught our wind. I lined one up and took the shot. So I just got eyes on a nice chocolate fallow, probably about 200 away, 220. Just took a shot. Wasn't too confident, rushed it a bit, but yeah, we're gonna go and see if we can find her. So no luck this RV. Managed to get a shot off.
Sorry.
However, missed, unfortunately. It's the way it goes sometimes, but yeah, just back now. Cooking up a bit of a feed and yeah, have a few beers, chill out and get ready for the morning. Good morning, guys. Bit of a later start to the day.
Emus!
Emus up ahead, there you go. How good's that? Yeah, a bit of a later start. We were getting quite a bit of rain, so just decided to sleep in a bit, as probably couldn't have seen too much action happen. However, yeah, it's about 8:30 now, just driving around, seeing if we could see any fresh tracks. So yeah, just driving, see what we see, probably head up to another part of the forest to check that out this morning, and hopefully we can come across a few deer. But yeah, stay tuned. Just driving, and this little fella is in the bushes here, literally 5 meters away, so not too shabby. Probably keep the skin, try to tan it up. So yeah, I managed to get that little fox this morning. Gabs wants to tan the skin up nicely, so we're just skinning it now. We're going to salt it and keep it nice.
Did pretty okay. There's not too much fat left over, but yeah, I'll just clean it up and then go rinse it in the creek, and then yeah, tan it at home.
So just about to head out for an arvo hunt. Saturday arvo. Buster's just playing some games. But yeah, got the fox skinned up. Gabs did that. Had some lunch, a few coffees. It's a bit overcast, as you can see. A few drizzles here and there, but it's settled down now. And yeah, it should be a good arvo, nice and cool. Let's get something.
Just in position for this arvo. It's so windy. I don't know what speed the wind's going at, but it's blowing a gale, that's for sure. Just enjoying some of Gab's homemade brownies. And that's the view we're looking at. Unreal.
So we've just seen a deer come out of that native bush there. She's just down there, about 600 meters. So we're going to wait and see if she comes up a little bit closer and potentially make a move on her. So we've decided to make a move on this fallow. Beautiful colour, nice tanned, nice white dots on it too. So she's got a nice pelt on her. But more importantly, we're after the meat. Make some nice meals. So we're just going to walk down this next little ridge line, which is about 600 meters. Try and close the gap a bit, and maybe set up and wait so we can just let her come to us. The wind's strong in our face as well, which is super good. But yeah, a bit of a hike now, so I'll keep you posted. Just made it to the other side of the ridge, and this is the joys of public hunting. You've got some cars heading right down. Did she? You're kidding. Gabs just saw her run back across the road, and these guys have stopped now as well. Yeah, they're scared the roos and everything. It's the joys of hunting. Public land, baby. They'll ruin your arvo. Wow, this afternoon spot's just turning into a highway. There's our cars up there. another 2 guys coming here, and they're probably just going to drive through. I don't know about you guys, but if you see another car, you sort of turn around because there's obviously hunters in that area. I don't know, that's just me. What do you guys think? So these guys that just drove past us about 20 minutes ago have obviously given up. And they're coming back this way. Driving past, how good's that? What are you doing, mate? I'd be interested to know what you guys think. If you see cars out hunting, do you stop and turn around, or do you drive past twice? So yeah, let me know what you guys think. That's unfortunate, guys. Yeah, got a bit interrupted on the Savo's hunt with those cars driving past, but is what it is. Back now at camp for a bit of a feed, chill out, and then yeah, you know the story. Back at it again tomorrow morning. Last morning hunt, so let's hope it's a good one. Bit of a different cooking method, the old Jaffa iron on the gas, however, works wonders. Look at that. I reckon that's, oh yeah, that's hot. I reckon that's sweet though. Bit of singed hair there. Just got a bit of ahead of myself, but yeah, definitely not the proper way you're meant to be cooking with the Jaffa iron, however, it is nice and efficient. So not only does it do nice toasties, it also does some nice homemade sausage rolls as well. Alright, morning guys. It is the last morning hunt, so we'll see if it's a good one. Hopefully there's lots of deer moving this morning. Stars are out. Should be a real nice sunrise. Yeah, hopefully we don't get interrupted from other hunters this time, but we'll see how it goes, and yeah, we'll keep you posted. We just turned up to our spot where we've been sitting the last couple of days, and believe it or not, the guys from last night that drove past twice beat us to it, and they're just sitting in their cars thermaling by the looks of it. So that's really annoying. We've had to come to another spot that we drove past yesterday and seen a couple deer at, so hopefully it still produces some good results this morning. But yeah, that's just how it is. So Gab's just decided it was a good time to go for a wee.
The worst time, it was going to be my shot.
It was Gab's shot, and this nice fallow was just there, 200 meters or so. Previously ranged a few spots, so knew the distance comfortably, and yeah, dropped her. So we're just gonna go and take a walk now. We've got to try and cross this creek, which will be a bit interesting.
Yeah.
We'll find a way.
Yeah.
If there's a will, there's a way.
There's a will.
Let's do it. Last morning, so
Lucky.
lucky, very lucky. I wish it was yours though, but that's alright. There's plenty more trips coming up. I think the scope might have got me eye a bit as well because I was rushing a bit, but
Yeah.
that's alright. Let's do it. So we've just crossed the little creek. Not as bad as we thought it would be. We're just walking up to try and find her now.
Nice healthy game trail here.
Very healthy. Oh yeah, there she is. Beautiful colour. Wow. Beautiful. Wow, look at that. About 200 metre shot. Look at that coat. There we go guys. Nice little fallow doe. lots of meat will be eaten, make some nice biltong. Whew. That could quite easily be one of the hardest carries on the back. Anyway, sandbar hike out that other night was nuts. I'd say the other night was about 6 months ago. But yeah, managed to lift this one on the shoulders. Gabs gave us a hand getting it up. And yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. Just gonna polish these brekkie wraps off. And then gonna get to work on her over there. Skin it, get some good meat off it, and then we'll probably start packing up camp and head back home. 2 back straps, how good's that? Sweet, so we got quite a bit of meat off her. Took everything, apart from one front leg because it was quite destroyed from the bullet. And didn't want to risk eating that lead soft point. However, yeah, it's all in the fridge now. Gave a leg to Andy as well, so yeah, got good meat to eat and share around and have a good feast. And there we have it, nice pelt. I'll make a good little tanned rug or something. Perfect. All right, well that wraps it up for this trip. Had a few firsts, which was good. Tested out the new Colorado that we got, which is good and goes well, nice and comfy. Will's first hunt, so he got to experience some pretty cool things. Got a few rabbits and foxes with him. Unfortunately, he had to leave before we got the deer this morning, but yeah, that's all right. Andy saw plenty of deer this morning, however, it's just unfortunate. Couldn't get close enough, and yeah, they went over the other side of the hill. But yeah, overall I think it was a really good trip. Yeah, I'm excited to do it again next weekend. Stay tuned. So we're just back home now, and we're just gonna butcher up the meat that we got from the doe on Sunday morning. So here we've got a front leg. We didn't keep the other front leg because the bullet was all through it and didn't want to risk lead poisoning. We got the back leg, which has a nice layer of fat on it, so that should be really good. We've got 2 back straps here, which look nice as well. 2 tenderloins. So yeah, we're just going to break it down into most likely some nice steaks with the back straps, and then just some stir fry sort of chunks for the legs. And then we're going to cook the tenderloins tonight for a bit of a catch and cook. Alright, so we just bagged up what we just butchered up. So we've got some back strap that I'm going to give to some guys at work. We've got some slow cooked chunks, and we've got some meat for one meal next camping trip, which will do the trick. We've also got the tenderloins and some more back strap marinating now that I will cook up for dinner. So first you want to get a tablespoon or so of this ghee on the pan and melt that. I like to use this instead of olive oil because it has a higher smoke point. And then add some minced or crushed garlic, ideally cloves, fresh cloves, but I'm being lazy in this instance. Add your onion, brown that off, and then your meat as well. Once the onions have started to brown off, just move it to the side a bit, and then you can add the meat. I season the meat with just some salt, pepper, and a bit of rosemary and all-purpose seasoning. Alright guys, there we have it. Bit of tenderloin, bit of backstrap, nicely cooked with some onions, some veggies, and some avo, and some nice homemade garlic, yogurt, tzatziki sauce, I guess. Let's dig in. Well, there you go guys. Such a super simple, tasty, healthy meal. I think you can tell by the plates how good it was. Yeah, we'll see you on next week's hunt. I thought I'd quickly share some of the footage we retrieved from the game camera. As you can see, There is a large buck that likes to call this area home, as well as a few does. If you like this video, be sure to like, comment and subscribe so you never miss another weekend hunt again.